together. But in that aspect, what I'm just trying to say there, just in the concept-wise, how the actual story built. So I love the whole close-up of the lips, right? If anybody's a big film fan, which I am, which you should be if you're going to make film in any sort of fashion, is to watch film. You know, I could say read comics, because I love reading comic books, but not everybody does. But watching film is good. So in that video, which you would have saw, probably processed fully, right? But everything is going online on YouTube. Is the fact that you know, the close-up of the lips was like the Warriors, right? They're DJing the Warriors, you know, close-up of the lips, we got that, she's giving out the warning, and then we got all the different shots, and the shots turn into monitors, yeah? And they all come together and stuff. So that's how I beat you. Second video, Slow in the File with Daddy-O. And pretty much, you know, that was like the first video I was asked to direct, and in Brooklyn, but Daddy-O used to be with a group called Sonic, yeah? And all it was just girls in a car wash. I mean, it said Flow in the File with the new style. I didn't have a clue what that meant. Girls in a car wash, you know? So I just said, hey, girls in the car wash, girls washing cars. Yeah, I love doing a video about that, right? And stuff like that. So in that aspect is how can I tell a story around it? It's like, I don't need no story. I'll just have that video rapping, right? It becomes a performance video, and we intercut the car wash. And that's where it became cool that, like, there's that whole popular thing, well, at the time, where guys were kind of washing a car for $1. You know, and that's what the guys running around with the bungee wipers were supposed to be representing, you know. But in that aspect, Daddy-O didn't play any character. I didn't ask him to play the story, like, as in the father did. He did a performance, and then we just cut away to, like, girls washing the car. Flow in the file, yeah, flow in the file, flow, water flow, yeah, there you go. That works for me, yeah? Then the last one you saw, large professor, mad scientist. And pretty much, again, didn't understand anything about the song, right? But we just said, large professor, he's large. Let's just make a video about him being large. How we do that, yeah? Well, with the camera angles. So now, if you pick your mind back, all the camera angles are low foot angle shots. Yeah? So in the basic video structure, you need 3 sets. We had 3 sets. We had them on the roof. We had them in the club. Yeah? And we had them in the projects and everything. So everywhere we shot Father, he was large. Yeah? Other people were large. Like the homeboys in the projects looked like giants, didn't they? And really, pretty much, this is all very good about camera angles for yourself anyway, because it's like, how do I make something dynamic out of something ordinary? I was even showing this to like Sarah last night, where it's like, where the top of the turntable, you know, was, because the way we shot it, like low and really close up, it made it like a giant like turntable, which was really cool. Yeah? The point about it is, people, it's called production value. If you want to make money doing whatever you want to do, production value is always the key. Anybody follow me on that though? Yeah?
Mrs. Slick is out to prove something. I'm all up in this pussy, past the chrome, time to move something. Mrs. Slick is out to prove something. I'm all up in this pussy, past the chrome, time to move something. Mrs. Slick is out to prove something. I'm all up in this pussy, past the chrome, time to move something. Tonight my drinks looking lavish and upscale, casino style, flexing muscle like a got it dry. Yo, kids get shook by the crook with the nuts. You should know I'm in some killer looks. Roscoe's concealers, real, I'm magnetized to this heat with the navy blue steel and pink. Got to be top notch. Iced out my model. Time ticking on pussies like cops. The line up incorporated. My mother team is orchestrated and trained to associate the pain and never be faded. This is out to prove something. I'm all up in this pussy past the chrome, time to move something. Plain black, I rap for plans. Pussies be blessed when I be putting chips down. This nigga motherfucker is the time.
We started to move into the digital world before I came here, which is what happened there with that Crash the Crew video. So, got the turnarounds, got the Lonely Seed, got Crash the Crew. First of all, let me apologize about the language on that video, but it was the 90s and everything like that. And that was also the thing about Wu-Tang and groups like that, where a lot of them were underground. So in that aspect, a lot of them didn't get airplay on television, but they were very popular and still very popular today. Even, I mean, it's hard to be an artist and still have your music still listen to. And real live is just still like massive, like on YouTube and, you know, and those kind of things. But again, back to story elements, you know, I mean, like the turnaround, you know, was like our second video for that group, Real Live. And what happened was that, like, okay, so what do we do with this one? And all right, we already had the language thing, and so like first thing I thought, well, instead of, you know, that, let's make girls. And then there's a line in the track called Murder Team, right? And this is why it's important to listen to the song before you actually write treatments. right? The actual basic thing is to listen to the song over and over again, because it's not just the title of the song that's going to gear you towards what kind of video you're going to create. It's the chorus, for one, because the chorus does what within the track?
Main feature.
Main feature, so it repeats. Yeah, it repeats, doesn't it? So it's like in the middle, it centers around the verses. So when you're saying, okay, I don't understand what you're saying, you know, boom, 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 you know, it could be a reggae track, it could be a rap track, you know, it could be an Irish track, whatever. The whole point about it is that what is going to repeat is the chorus. So the chorus is going to be the meat of your concept, always, right? So then, you know, sometimes it's just like, I don't know, man, I'm still not getting any thoughts on what I could do. So, you know, when you've got like, kind of like, you know, like the P word and you've got the murder team, then obviously, to me, I'm going to make a female hit squad. Yeah? Now, what's also cool about that is because around that time, more than likely was Reservoir Dogs. So again, with the storytelling aspect, if you really looked at that video again, and every video is available on YouTube, is that the slow motion camera really builds up drama and pace for storytelling. You know, and it also makes it important for you to also kind of like, this is where storyboarding comes into play, because you have to really map out from beginning to end where your video is going to land, because it's only 4 minutes and you're trying to fill up a whole feature-length film within 4 minutes. So that video is all about these girls not just like going around, you know, doing business. There's dodgy dealings going on, there's like a, you know, a strip club, there's like a gangster, there's a cops who get paid off, all of that. You know, it's a lot when you try to explain to an artist, trust me, I know what I'm doing. Yeah? So, you know, one is they have to kind of like see an aspect of what you're talking about. And that could be through storyboards or through all your storytelling in a treatment. The Lonely Seed was my first video with Genius from the Wu-Tang Clan. So pretty much, you know, as I said, I started out as a treatment writer, and then I was an assistant director. And what had happened was that I went from assistant director to producing. And then Genius headhunted me around this time that we were doing Large Professor and Two Live Crew and all that. And like, say, yo, boom, you know, once you work for me. Now, unfortunately, that only made me become more of a shadow director, because it's like, I want you to direct, but I want you to direct from behind the scenes, you know, just make everything happen, right? So we got these guys from Miami with this track, Lonely Seed. Now with that, you know, listening to the chorus of that, you know, they also wanted to make a message video, something powerful, and that's where it became about like child abuse. And how do we do that in kind of like a way that kind of is going to affect people and also not be like over the top or too much. And you know, and that's where we got like the different concepts of, you know, I mean like what I liked was, and you probably didn't notice it in there is that the kid who's troubled, that is being beaten by his mom, is in a private area building a box around himself. Yeah? Because he's closing off himself from the world. Yeah? It's a psychological concept to try and do in the video. But so we keep cutting back to it. So we see it being built throughout the video. Until finally his mom goes too far. And that's like with the whole bat scenario. Mom goes too far. Kid's dead now, but the next shot is him breaking out of the Bronx in like a Phoenix type of style, so he's free. Yeah? So he's free from his pain and his struggle. Yeah? So in that aspect, it's a very powerful message to convey in the video. And then Wu-Tang is in there playing cards. Don't ask me why, you know, but they were paid, you know? But it's a message video. And the point is, I think that the message comes across. And to me, that became one of the things that I always wanted to do, was really tell like a story that makes sense, not just to me, but to other people. Then came like Crash Your Crew, where it's like, okay, Crash Your Crew, what does it mean? So Genius with ODB, right, one of ODB's last video appearances, by the way, it's like, you know, what are we gonna do with that? Right, it's just a song, right? So like at that point is that, you know, I'm thinking about skateboards, you know, because it's popular and everything. But then, going a step further, I'm thinking about live action Japanimation. Yeah, for anybody who watches anime, right?